Welcome back and thanks for joining me. I'm Yvonne Davis, author of The Power of Manifestation, Creating a Life You Love, and In the Magic Flow, A Journey of Personal Transformation. So if by chance you are new to my channel, I hope you'll subscribe and watch some of my other videos on astrology and life transformation. So today I'm going to be talking about no blocks and no excuses. That's the name of today's video. No blocks and no excuses. So the reason why I'm talking about this today is because I had a really powerful day yesterday. Some really magical things happened and I was inspired, and I want to share this with you. So the first thing that happened was that I was watching a video, and it was an interview of someone who was talking about a new relationship to his pain. And I thought it was really interesting because so many of us reject certain emotions and certain states of being and consciousness, which on some level is understandable. You know, it's like we don't want to dwell. That wouldn't be helpful, because then we're just indulging in self-pity. But that's not what he was talking about. He was talking about seeing it like some kind of helpful friend, you know, like how can your pain actually help you? So it's basically a new way of relating to these experiences, because they can really motivate us. And I did talk about that also when I talked about anger, how anger is like a fiery energy that motivates us to change our lives. And pain can be the same thing too. So you can actually use these emotions that are uncomfortable, instead of trying to push them away and repress them. You can use them because they're sending you messages about what's not working in your life. And then you can find strategies like, okay, if this isn't working, like some of the things that I had talked about were one that was probably one of the easiest and quickest, because the others are finishing my degree and getting published. But one of the easiest ones was to lose weight. So sometimes when I'm getting dressed and my clothes don't fit as well as they used to, I get really frustrated. Like this, oh, it makes me so angry. And so instead of getting down on myself and getting depressed and having fear, what I try to do is think, I'm going to get out there and exercise more. I have been walking daily, but you know, now I think I'm going to like up my game. I'm going to start running. I don't have a bike here in Florida, so I'm thinking I'm going to get a bike. And it was like I just had this motivation. I even went out and looked at bikes to price them, so I would have some kind of idea and fit that into my budget. So that's how I was using that to really see, okay, what needs are not being met, health and fitness, and what are some strategies that I could take to move toward my goals. So I really got enlivened by that, that whole attitude toward how we experience our emotions and how we can use those emotions to actually motivate us. So that was really empowering. And then I went to bed, and I was awakened. I was just drifting off to sleep, but I was tired enough. I did not want to be awakened, but I was awakened with some turned out it was some very interesting information, and I wanted to share this with you. So I had talked in some of my earlier videos here about how, you know, I had this occurrence where I had some mechanical repairs I had to do on my car. I had taken it into Firestone to get an oil change and see about a tire that was bald. And so the whole bill turned out to be over $500, and I had to get some tires taken care of, brakes, rotors, plus the oil change, and I asked them to check on the power steering fluid because my power steering had gone out. They said that it was actually like an electrical problem, and I had to take it to the dealership. So after putting $500, actually it was more than $500, on my Firestone credit card for all that work, then I had to take my car to the Dodge dealership and get more work done. It turned out the power steering pump had gone out. I had to get it replaced. And I checked online to see what the cost was going to be. So I knew it was going to be at least $1,500. I was hoping it would be under $2,000. So it turned out to be $1,685, and for everything. add that, you know, with the other 500 at Firestone, and that was over $2,000. And I did put both of those on credit cards. And so, you know, it was like, it was tough, but I kept saying how I was going to maintain an attitude of abundance. Like, I am grateful because I have a car that I value. And for me, it was worth it, you know, to put the money in, to make it a good car, keep it running well. And I felt gratitude that I even had that, and that I had the resources to be able to do the work. So I kept staying in an attitude of gratitude and abundance, and just really worked on keeping my emotions and my mental state there. And anyway, I got woken up in the middle of the night. My dad informed me that he had been out at the racetrack, because he's retired and he likes to, you know, gamble a little bit of his retirement money. That's something he enjoys doing. And I was a little irritated at first because I was just falling asleep. But he called me up and he said, I have to tell you this. I just won $25,000. And then he told me he was going to help me to put some of that money to get those credit cards paid off. So it was like, my jaw dropped, because this is the kind of thing that happens, and I have seen it happen so many times. It is not just random coincidence. There is a kind of magic in this, and I've seen it happen so many times, and there is no way that I could have predicted ahead of time. There was absolutely no way. I thought, I'm just doing what I have to do, you know, just stay in an attitude of gratitude and abundance, and all will be well. And I did not expect this thing to happen. This came totally out of the blue. But I know this is manifestation because I've seen it happen so many times. If you can just have faith in the universe, trust that all will work out in the end. Let go of your fears, let go of your doubts, let go of your excuses, let go of what's blocking you. If it feels risky, just understand that maybe there's something in you that needs to take that leap of faith, that needs to meet those needs, even though it seems really scary. Just dissolve the blocks, dissolve the fear, dissolve the excuses. Listen to your heart. Take that leap of faith. Trust that things will work out. If it's really with your heart, because there is no guarantee. I've seen the universe show up for me so many times that I have learned to trust it. But it's taken me many, many years, I would say over a decade, of just watching myself take a leap of faith and then the universe show up for me. That doesn't mean it hasn't been hard at times. It has. And there's no way I could have predicted what happened. But I wanted to share that with you because, like I said, I couldn't have predicted it, and yet it happened. And I'm just reporting the facts. This is absolutely true, what I just told you. So I hope that you find this inspiring, because I really, really, really want you to get just like, you know, open up the chakras, let that energy flow through. If you do, I know you won't regret it. And all this information, it does happen. I swear to God, it happens to me all the time. I know it's happened to you in the past, and it will happen to you again. So I want to hear your stories of manifestation. What kinds of things have happened to you? Put them in the comment boxes below. Let's share our stories. Let's get ourselves pumped up. We can do this, okay? All right, so I will see you again in the next video, and I hope in the meantime that you are just getting out there and rocking it and making it happen. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.